Okay, hello everybody. Hello. What is going on? How's it going, everybody? Just testing the chat there. Make sure the chat is working. Want to make sure the Nightbot is working. Let's see. How's it going, everybody? We are live here in Lower Manhattan at the southern tip of Manhattan. Thank you all so much for joining me for another live stream. Okay, the Nightbot is working. Want to make sure everything's in order here, working order. And hello to Peter. How's it going, Peter? Good evening. We are located here at the Staten Island Ferry. This is the Whitehall terminal of the Staten Island Ferry. We are on the Manhattan side. The 6:30 boat just departed the terminal here, or is just about to depart. The 6:30 boat. And we can see that boat just beyond these entrance ramps. Not sure if you guys can see it. It is there. That is the 6:30 boat getting ready to depart the Whitehall terminal as it heads over to Staten Island, over to the St. George terminal. It is rush hour here, by the way, so these boats are departing every 15 minutes. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Thank you all so much for that last stream on Saturday night. It was great as usual. And we are back here for another live stream from the southern tip of Manhattan, right here from the Staten Island Ferry Terminal, the Whitehall Terminal in Lower Manhattan. So we're just gonna make our way out of the terminal and just walk around here in Lower Manhattan. I hope everyone's weekend has been great. And hello to Pee-wee. Nice to see you, Pee-wee. And hello to everyone in Illinois and all throughout the Midwest region of the United States. And hello to everyone in Tennessee, by the way. Okay, so as you guys can see, it is Monday night, Monday evening. This is the evening rush hour inside of the ferry terminal, Staten Island Ferry, the Whitehall terminal in Lower Manhattan. We have many folks here heading back home to Staten Island. I would get on one of these ferry boats to Staten Island, but we'll definitely be running into a lot of connectivity issues. So that's something that would only be possible through a recorded video. It would not be possible doing a live stream. And if it is, then you know it'll be cutting in and off. So that wouldn't be a good thing to do while live streaming. Okay, so we're making our way out of the ferry terminal building here of the Whitehall terminal of the Staten Island Ferry. Here we are at the southern tip of Manhattan. We can see New York International Plaza right there. And by the way, let's see, the time now is 6:38 p.m. I did forget the time and weather. It is 6:38 p.m. here on the East Coast, Eastern Time. The temperature right now is 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. And we have the winds blowing from the southeast at 7 miles per hour. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. And we can see right here the Staten Island Ferry sign in neon lights. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the Battery. We were here on last Saturday for the Illumination New York event. We did start that stream here from the ferry terminal. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to Battery, which is also known as Battery Park. Yeah, you wanna say what's up? We got some kids here. How's it going? You're heading home to Staten Island? Huh? You're heading home to Staten Island? You coming home from school? Yeah. Okay, which school you go to?
PS 188.
PS 188. Oh, so you go here, you go to school in Manhattan, and you live in Staten Island. Yeah. That's interesting. All right, man. What's your name?
Aiden.
Aiden. All right. What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. We got Aiden and Matthew here representing Staten Island. Get home safe. All right, no problem. All right, so those kids, they commute from Staten Island to go to school here in Manhattan. Safe travels as they head home. And safe travels to everyone heading back home during this Monday night rush hour, the Monday evening rush hour. Oh, we got this truck here. Okay, so we're making our way over to the Battery here. We're just gonna walk around here. Nothing in particular, so we're just going to be walking around here randomly, and you know, there's no particular events that we're heading to during this stream. And let's see, Astoria the wild turkey, I'm not sure if she took off for the night here. This is around the time that she goes to roost up on her tree. Not sure if that already happened. Astoria the wild turkey, she resides here in the Battery. She might have made her trip up to the tree, one of these trees, oak trees, not sure yet if that's the case. Usually around here, I'm not sure if that's already been captured for the night. And if she already went up, may she have a good night.
Are you serious?
Right here we have the sea glass carousel, which we saw during last weekend's stream. And hello to Darrow from Chicago. Nice to see you back, Darrow, from the Windy City. It is nice to see you back. It is windy here, but then again, we are at the southern tip here, right near the harbor. And we have the sea glass. Looks like the sea glass might be closed for the night. Let's see, or maybe not. I'm not sure.
That was so cool.
All right, looks like they closed down the sea glass carousel here for the night. I don't see anybody going in. There are no lines forming to get in, so it looks like they're done for the night here. Or maybe not. Let me see. I'm not even sure. There was a line here earlier, about a half hour ago, but I don't see anybody getting in there. Where are we, Andrew? We are right in front of the sea glass carousel. This is in Battery Park. Right in front of the ferry terminal, which just came out of the ferry terminal building here, the Staten Island Ferry. Live representing Far Rockaway, Queens. Andrew thought I was kidding when I told him I was going live. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go live tonight, but we are live. We are live. And just left work. Get home safe, Andrew. Get home safe. All right, so the next live stream after tonight will be on Thursday. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursday. We'll be heading back to Strawberry Fields in Central Park for John Lennon's birthday. As we walk around here, the Battery here. I'll be back soon, going in the tunnel. Andrew is making his way through the subway there. Okay, so this right here that you guys see, here, this is the World War II memorial. This is the East Coast Memorial. This memorial here honors the 4,601 American servicemen who died in the Atlantic in World War II back in the 1940s. That is what you guys see here. This is the East Coast Memorial from World War II, dedicated to the servicemen and women who died in battle in the Atlantic during World War II. We got servicemen and women representing the Coast Guard up there. We got the Navy as well. We have some names here from the Marine Corps. We have the Army Air Force as well right over here. Some names there. The Army and the Army Air Force. That is what we see up here. And on this side we have more names here. There are 6 pillars in total, honoring all of those men and women from World War II who made the ultimate sacrifice. And this wall right here is dedicated to those from the Navy. All right, so this is the East Coast Memorial to honor those who perished during World War II as they fought in the Atlantic. All right, just gonna take a picture here too, real quick. Okay, so let's continue our walk here inside of the battery. Look at that beautiful eagle. And right here we can see erected by the United States of America in proud and grateful remembrance of her sons who gave their lives in her service and who sleep in the American coastal waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Into thy hands, O Lord. From 1941 to 1945. And Peter says the Navy just turned 250 years old this past weekend. Certainly one of the oldest branches of the U.S. Armed Forces, if not the oldest branch. I'm not sure which one is older. Beautiful. The eagle as it soars here in front of the East Coast Memorial. And we can see the sunset just over the west there. Sunset time tonight was at 6:29 p.m. So 20 minutes ago. So it is nice to see you all once again. Well, not everybody's here just yet, but hopefully I'll see more of you here as we spend the night here in Lower Manhattan. Oh, we have a dead pigeon here. Oh, how sad. That is the second dead pigeon that I have seen here at the battery since I came here about an hour ago.
And the other two were oh my gosh. Were they older or like younger?
And right over here we can see Castle, this is Castle Clinton here. That is a fort, a circular fort dating back to 1808, which later served as an immigration center. It's hard, it's kind of hard to see it behind the fencing here, but that is the Castle Clinton. Okay, right here we can see it a little better. This is also where you can buy tickets for the to visit the Statue of Liberty as well as Ellis Island. The tickets are purchased from right here, right near, right in front of Castle Clinton. Okay, so we're gonna make our way north. Obviously, that is the only direction to walk once you get down to the southern tip of Manhattan. That is the only way to walk back, is north. We can see One World Trade Center right there in purple spire. As we make our way over to Battery Park City, that is where we will be continuing a walk right along the promenade of Battery Park City. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday evening, Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning, depending on where you're watching from, the time zone. Okay, I believe this is where the last time I came here, this was closed off here, so we do have to go around this way once more. Okay, and the sea glass is still open. I do see it there. It is operating. The sea glass right there, sea glass carousel. And the sea glass, that is, by the way, that is a fish underwater themed carousel. The Empire State Building will be lit red tonight for the Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you, Peter, for that information. It is a rather quiet morning, Monday night here. Pretty quiet, not much going on here compared to what we saw during our last stream here on Saturday, last Saturday, during the Illumination NYC event. That was a very fun event. It is pretty quiet now compared to what we saw a week ago. And the Empire State Building will be lit red, white, and blue for the Rangers home opener. The NHL opening season. Let's go Rangers, and thank you, Peter, once again for that information. All right, so here we are, right along. This is Battery Place, I believe here. Actually, this is State Street. We are located right in front of, this is State Street right here, right in front of the National Museum of the American Indian. That is the building you guys see there. That is part of the Smithsonian Institute. Okay, this is Battery Place over here. So we're gonna walk towards the promenade of Battery Park City, and we'll just be walking along the Hudson River and just enjoying the breeze and the late sunset. You guys can see the sunset continuing to set there towards the west. Beautiful weather once again. It certainly feels more like summer once again than it does fall, the fall-autumn season. Although we are expecting fall-autumn-like weather towards the later part of the week, the later half of the week. And beautiful view looking down Greenwich Street with the One World Trade Center right there in the middle. The entry fee, yeah, there is no entry fee. You can just walk right in. It is a free museum. I have been there before. It is definitely free. I haven't been there for a number of years, but the museum is definitely free. And I definitely need to go back since it's been quite a while since I last been there. All right, so here we are. We are walking along Battery Place towards the promenade of Battery Park City. We're just going to be walking along the promenade there along the Hudson River with the view of New Jersey as we walk north from the southern tip of Manhattan. It is certainly another beautiful, gorgeous day and evening right along the East Coast. If you guys saw my stream last Saturday for the Illumination NYC event, this is the same, pretty much the same route, the same itinerary that I walked towards Robert Wagner Park. So we're pretty much just walking the same way that we did on that stream last Saturday. Look at that beautiful view. Absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely worthy of a postcard picture right here. Let me grab that photo before we continue. That is beautiful. One World Trade Center standing tall and proud. The tallest building in the Western Hemisphere at 1,776 feet, a symbolic height to represent the year of the American independence. Beautiful. Hey, hello to Lena. Nice to see you back, Lena. And hello to everyone in Romania and all throughout Europe. Good evening to all of my fellow Europeans. It is exactly 2 a.m. in Romania, and Lena is losing her sleep in order to be here tonight. Thank you, Lena, once again for your sacrifice. Your presence is always appreciated. Everyone's presence is always appreciated here. Lena is sleepy, so she has less energy. Oh, well, I mean, you can go to sleep if you have to, which obviously you should at some point. But if you want to stay on, and hey, I would definitely welcome you here. I wish our time difference was a bit slimmer, a little bit less, so we don't have this big gap, you know. You are kind as always. Thank you, Lena. Thank you so much. I try to be as much as I can be. How's it going today? Everything is well. Everything's well. Everything's good. The weather here is good. It is nice to see you all once back again. And Todd and Mary, hello, Todd and Mary, and hello to everyone in New Hampshire. And I hope Todd is feeling well tonight. Feeling better. Okay, so we're gonna head back here towards Robert Wagner Park. If you guys remember last Saturday, we were here for the Illumination NYC event. And as you guys can see here, it is much quieter here tonight. We certainly don't have any exhibits or any lights to look at here. But this is what Robert Wagner Park looks like on a normal Monday evening here. Do I miss that event? That event was so much fun. The Illumination NYC event, that was so much fun. We had the DJ rocking the house. We had all of the exhibits, certainly lighting things up. It was a lot of fun. Look how beautiful it is here tonight, with the sun continuing to set over the west. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We have Lady Liberty out in the harbor right there. Beautiful Lady Liberty, Statue of Liberty, right there in New York Harbor. Yeah, 3 days definitely seemed too short for such a great event. It should have been a week. I definitely agree. It should have been longer, at least. Maybe 5 days, if not 1 week. It was just about here, I believe. Was it here? Actually, no, it was a bit further down where we had the DJ rocking the house. I believe it was over on this spot here. Not sure what his name was, but he was definitely playing some good tunes there. It's a very beautiful night. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it was right here where we had the DJ rocking the house last Saturday nights. Look how beautiful it is here along the Hudson River and the harbor. It is absolutely gorgeous. And we have Jersey City as well on the other side of the Hudson. Look how beautiful that looks. Jersey City, downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Also known as Wall Street West. Exchange Place, the area there, Exchange Place. Okay, we'll just make our way down here through these steps here. I am in a better place tonight. Nice to see that, Todd. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to go swimming in this. Regardless of how strong of a swimmer you are, the currents will definitely drag you out. So you definitely don't want to take a dip in any of these waters here, especially with the wind as well. It is a bit windy. And we can see the Verrazano Narrows Bridge right over there. We have the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. We have Brooklyn on that side there to the left, and we have Staten Island on there to the right. And we can see one of the ferry boats heading into Staten Island right there. That might have been the 7 o'clock boat or the 6:45 boat, one of those two. And we got Lady Liberty there. Beautiful Lady Liberty. And we can just see Ellis Island there as well. That is Ellis Island. And panning over here, we can see Jersey City. Beautiful Jersey City. Look how gorgeous it is here tonight. And of course, we have One World Trade Center. Overall, beautiful night. And the sky is beautiful too. Yeah, with the sun setting there towards the west. Look how beautiful it is. Absolutely beautiful. And I hope everyone is having a beautiful Monday evening, Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon if you are in Europe. Beautiful start to the week. And by the way, we can see, and hello to my sister in the chat. Hello, Elsita. Happy Monday to everyone in the Bronx. And right there, you guys can see over there in Jersey City, those are the 2 tallest buildings in New Jersey, by the way. The building to the left, that is 30 Hudson Street, which is also known as the Goldman Sachs Tower. And the taller building there on the right, that is 99 Hudson Street. So you guys can see those are 2 of the tallest buildings in New Jersey, right there along downtown Jersey City. Jersey City skylines has definitely grown so much over the last, in just the past 10 years, over the last decade, that skyline has grown significantly. Absolutely beautiful downtown Jersey City. Happy Monday to everyone, and happy Tuesday to Lena. Okay, so we're gonna continue walking here through right through the promenade. Oh, may it be a better day than what I had. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lena. Well, may your Tuesday be better than your Monday. We all have bad days from time to time, and all we can do is just look towards the next day for a better day than the previous one. All right, so they're doing some renovation work here. We're gonna have to make a detour here. Let's see, 52 degrees in Bucharest, Romania. And make sure you guys follow me on TikTok if you haven't already done so. I did post a couple of videos there from the weekend. And let's see, I guess I'll make my way over here. It is 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it's pretty much like it's the fall like temperature there in Bucharest. Look how beautiful this is. This deserves another photograph. Let me just grab a picture here real quick. Look how nice that is. My sister forgot her password to her TikTok. Oh, or you could just go to forgot my password when you try to log in. There should be an option there, where you can click on if you forgot your password. It is beautiful here. Look how nice this is here, with Jersey City right over the other side of the Hudson. That is absolutely spectacular. New York City, by the way, was just recently named the most beautiful city at night. You guys can definitely see why. New York City was just recently named the most beautiful city in the world at night. And this is no exception to what we are seeing here tonight. It is absolutely beautiful. This is when the city really comes to life, in my opinion. It's at dark at night with all of the skyscrapers lighting up. It is beautiful. Oh, you haven't been on for a year. Well, you're gonna have to make a new account then, and then hopefully, maybe you can find a way to log into the old one. You're just gonna have to make a new account, and just to be able to be on it, and then hopefully later on you can find a way to get into the old account.
Oh fuck.
Okay, well that lady has some sort of mishap there. Look how beautiful it is here. The most beautiful city at night. New York City was just named that. Hello.
Honestly, I'm still going. I'm still.
Okay, so the next live stream after tonight will be on Thursday. So I'll be off from the live streams during the next couple of days, couple of nights. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday to cover John Lennon's birthday. Hopefully they'll be having some sort of a remembrance event over by Strawberry Fields. I wonder if New York City uses more electricity at night than it does during the daytime. That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. Certainly in the summer, I would think that the city uses more power, more electricity during the daytime. But during the other seasons, it's hard to tell, honestly. It really is hard to tell. That's an interesting question that I honestly cannot answer. Con Edison, yeah. Although they are known as Con Edison, as in scammers, con artists. Yeah, I definitely hope so, Todd and Mary. I definitely hope so. If not, then we'll just be walking around, just to do a regular stream. But usually they have some sort of event, both for his birthday and for the anniversary of his death. Look how beautiful it is here as we walk along the Battery Park Promenade here alongside the Hudson River. It is beautiful here. With another look of Jersey City. Jersey City looks beautiful at night as well. We are live now at the Hudson River. Indeed we are. This is right along the Battery Park Promenade. I was just here a few days ago along the neighborhood here, Battery Park. Beautiful neighborhood. Hawaii at night is so beautiful. Been to the Hawaiian Islands 4 times. Ooh, that is one of my dream destinations. I would love to go to Hawaii. I definitely would love to see Kilauea volcano up close and personal. I would love to see that. Right there on the Big Island. Definitely would love to see Kilauea volcano. What is it? Hawaii Nationals. What is it? Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Alright, so as you guys can see, look at all of the folks that are on about, just enjoying the walk. Some jogging and running right along the promenade here at Battery Park. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live here from Battery Park in Lower Manhattan, right along the promenade that runs parallel to the Hudson River here. And right across the Hudson, we can see Jersey City, New Jersey. And I hope Lena is still here. I hope everyone is still here. It looks like we ran into a dead spot there for a few. It looks like we ran into a dead spot there for a few seconds. Looks to be back. Okay, so we did run into a dead spot here. Not sure what happened there, but I believe we ran into a dead spot there. Oh, I lost about half of you. I hope you guys returned. We did run into a little buffer zone there. All right, so apologies there for the buffering. We did run into a little dead spot here. I did reset my network connection, so it appears to be back to normal, or mostly back to normal. Hopefully it stays that way. And according to Peter, let's see, according to Perplexity AI, New York City uses more electricity in the daytime due to offices, elevators, and other usage. That definitely makes sense. And I can imagine also with the subway.
But then it was like...
The subway is powered by electricity. That is when the vast majority of the riders use the subways during the daytime, of course. So that makes sense as well. Yeah, we definitely ran into a dead zone. So if you guys are still experiencing some buffering, let me know. and we'll definitely get out of the promenade here. There, and if you guys are encountering more buffering, just let me know, and I will definitely walk away from the promenade here. As we have made it here to the North Cove here Marina. Okay, so right here we're just gonna make a turn right here. Right along, this is Brookfield Place right here. Look how beautiful it is here. Gorgeous. Let me widen the shot here so you guys can see more of it. Look how beautiful this is here. And we have the spire of the One World Trade Center just above one of the Brookfield Place buildings there. Beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. I gotta take a picture here. The moon is full tonight. Where is the moon? It's probably hiding behind the high rises here, the skyscrapers. We'll definitely find it.
Should I do the zoomy one? Yeah. Okay.
You love your city. I definitely do. I definitely do. I always marvel. Oh, there is the moon right there. There is the moon. Look at the moon right there. Just above the that building there. Look how beautiful it is tonight. Beautiful. And right here we have the yachts docked here on the North Cove, the North Cove Marina. Absolutely beautiful night. Look how beautiful it is here tonight. Right in front of the Brookfield Place complex. Full moon will bring out the crazies. Well, definitely bring out the werewolves. Every city, every state, every country is special and beautiful in their own way. Every city, depending on where you're coming from, every place has its own uniqueness, its own charm, character. The only difference with New York is that New York is it's obviously more recognizable, you know, compared to most other places. But every place on this planet is certainly beautiful in its own way. So regardless of where you come from, just make sure you have pride in your city, your country, your state, village, town, whatever it is. Just take pride and be happy, you know, just be happy from where you come from. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the Winter Garden. The Winter Garden is right over here. This glass structure in between the Brookfield Place towers here. And we can see One World Trade Center coming into view there. Look how beautiful that is there. I gotta get a picture of this here. Very nice. Look how beautiful this is. No matter how many times you've been here and have seen the same thing, it just never gets boring. To me, at least, it just never gets boring. All right, we have the runners here running along the North Cove Marina. That is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, One World Trade Center at a symbolic 1,776 feet, representing the founding of the United States. Where is this place? This is the North Cove Marina, right in front of the Brookfield Place complex and One World Trade Center. We are located right along the Hudson River. So this is the North Cove Marina, right in front of Brookfield Place and the World Trade Center. And we're gonna make our way over to the Winter Garden. This glass structure right there, which we were just in here a few days ago. We were just around here. We got some music playing on that side there, so maybe I can make my way over on this side to avoid the music. Let me see if I can make that. Yep. All right, so here we are inside the Brookfield Place. I am out of the tunnel. Now I can watch without interruptions. Welcome back, Andrew, as you make your way back home. New Hampshire is definitely beautiful in the autumn. I can only imagine how beautiful it must be up there with the mountains and everything. Absolutely beautiful setting. Okay, so as we make our way over to the Winter Garden, thank you once again for joining me on this Monday night. We are live from the Winter Garden with the palm trees here. It certainly feels like summer still. Absolutely beautiful. Winter Garden is one of the most beautiful open spaces. Well, actually, this is a bit enclosed here, but this is one of the most beautiful spots that you can visit in New York. Upcoming events, we do have the Columbus Day Parade. We have several events, parades still coming up in the month of October. Of course, we have the Halloween Parade on Halloween night. I'll be live for that. So you guys definitely have to join me for the Halloween Parade, which will be taking place from Greenwich Village. One of the most fun events of the year. Beautiful as always. And I'm gonna have to play my own music for the next minute or so while they play their music here. Look how beautiful it is here once again as we walk around the Winter Garden and the Brookfield Place complex. This complex, by the way, used to be known as the World Financial Center. It is now known as Brookfield Place. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the pedestrian bridge that links us with the World Trade Center. That is where we are walking towards, the pedestrian bridge that goes over West Street. All right, we got the barber shop here. They are open. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are live here in Lower Manhattan inside of Brookfield Place. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday to everyone watching the live stream right now. Thank you all for your time. And we do have the Bank of America Winter Village that will be opening on the, what day was it? The 24th, I believe it was, right? The 24th, yeah. So we have that as well coming up in a few weeks. And we have the Rockefeller Center skating rink opening on Saturday, this Saturday coming up. We do have that as well. Okay, so here we are. This is the Vesey Street Bridge. We are heading there now. That will take us over towards the other side of West Street, which is on the World Trade Center side. As we say good night to Battery Park City. Okay, so this right here, this is the Vesey Street pedestrian bridge that takes us over from Brookfield Place over to the World Trade Center and vice versa as it crosses over West Street. And right out the window, we can see that it's West Street there. That is the view looking north. And this is the view looking south. How tall is the World Trade Center? Well, one World Trade Center is 1,776 feet tall. That is the year of the American independence. It is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Hello. Okay, so from Brookfield Place, we are making our way over to the World Trade Center side of things here. Oh, it is hot in here. Wow. It is hot along this bridge here. But we are heading back out, thank goodness, because it is pretty hot in here. Okay, so we are made our way over. This is Liberty Park here. We have been here before. Liberty Park. One World Trade Center right up there. We have the Spear right here, the Koenig Spear, which used to be located in the original World Trade Center, the pedestrian plaza there. That was recovered in the debris when they were clearing out Ground Zero. And there is a picture here what it used to look like when it was located inside of the plaza right there. That is the plaza right there. We can see that is the Marriott Hotel right here, and this is we can just see one of the twin towers right there. Not sure which one it was, but that is one of the twin towers right there. We can see the Marriott Hotel, and that is the Koenig Spear right there. That is what it used to look like before the destruction of the World Trade Center complex. And you are welcome, Brian, and welcome, Brian. Welcome to the stream, Brian. And right here we can see the Greek Orthodox Church. This is the rebuilt St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. The original one, of course, was destroyed with the collapse of the Twin Towers. Very nice. And hello to Jenny. Nice to see you, Jenny. Thank you for the evening war. Well, you're welcome, Jenny. Thank you for being here. Maybe grab a picture of the St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here. I don't think I ever took a picture of this church here, but I'm definitely taking one tonight as we are here. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me if you haven't already done so. Once again, we are live here in New York City, right along the World Trade Center complex. This is inside of Liberty Park, right across from the National 9/11 Memorial, the September the 11th Memorial. And since we are here, we are going to walk along the memorial, right along the memorial pools. Okay, so let's just stop by real quick at the two reflecting memorial pools, which represents where the Twin Towers used to stand. This one right here, this is the Southern Memorial Pool. This is where the Southern Tower, or 2 World Trade Center, used to stand. Always a beautiful view at night, especially at night. And right down here we can see, let me switch to the other camera. Right down here we can just see some of the names of the almost 3,000 people that perished on 9/11 here. These white roses, anytime you see a white rose right along one of these names here, this one is Emi de la Peña. Anytime you see one of these white roses here, it usually represents their birthday. So this might be, today might be Emi de la Peña's birthday. So happy birthday to Emi de la Peña, and may you rest in peace. And we have another one down over here. We have another set of white roses here. This one is for Edmund McKinney. Oh man, what is it? McCanny. Edmund M. McCanny. Happy birthday. Okay, we have a few more white roses over here. Let's take a look at the names here. This one is for Anna Iris Medina. Anna Iris Medina. Happy birthday, Anna Iris Medina. And over here we have Juanita Lee. Happy birthday, Juanita. And this one here, it's in between two names here. So we have one here for Pamela Lee Gaff and Donna Marie Giordano. So I'm not sure which birthday it is. I believe it's for Donna. But happy birthday to whoever the white rose was placed for. Happy heavenly birthdays. Okay, do we see any more white roses as we walk along the perimeter of the reflecting pools here? This is the southern reflecting pool. This is where the South Tower of the World Trade Center stood, the footprint here. You can definitely feel the mist coming out of the reflecting pool. It feels like a drizzle almost. And hello to Ibram. Hello, Ibram. First time here. Nice to see you, Ibram. And we can see this is the 9/11 Museum. I have to visit the 9/11 Museum. I have not been inside of the museum. And right here we can see two of the facade columns right there from the base of the Twin Towers. We can see these steel beams here from the original. This is from the lobby, the ground level of the World Trade Center. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Definitely have to visit the museum. And right over here we have, this is the northern reflecting pool. This is where one World Trade Center, or the North Tower of the World Trade Center, stood. And we do have a few more white roses over here. This one is for Billy Scoop Esposito. Billy Scoop Esposito. Happy birthday, Billy. Pee-wee wants to know whatever happened to the American flag. I am not sure. I am not sure. This one here is for Christopher E. What does that say? Allingam, I think it says here. Christopher E. Allingam. Happy birthday. Right over here we have Frank Joseph Naples III. Frank Joseph Naples III. Happy birthday, Frank. As we look at the northern reflecting pool of the World Trade Center Memorial. And hello to everyone in Pakistan. Okay, we have this white rose here. We have some roses here as well. Over a few names here. This one is Joseph Albert Corbett or Corbett. Joseph Albert Corbett. We have Michael Rook Andrews. Right up here we have John Gerald Farrell. All right, so we're just gonna walk over along here of the northern reflecting pool. Beautiful. Todd and Mary, they had to step away for a while. Take the time that you need in order to do what you have to do. Okay, we have one more lone rose over here, this lone white rose. Okay, this one is for Jessica Leigh Sachs. Jessica Leigh Sachs. Happy birthday, Jessica. Okay, I do see a couple more over here. Let's just take a quick look at these roses over here. This one is for this one, it says Ratma Salih, and I can't see the name there, and her unborn child. Oh wow, that is sad. So we have Rahma Salih and her unborn child. That is so sad. Wow. This is wow, this is pretty sad here. Rahma Salih and her child, her unborn child. Wow. This is really sad here. Wow. So we have a victim here of 9/11 who was pregnant at the time. May they both rest in peace. How tragic. Okay, this one is Catherine Susan Wolf. Catherine Susan Wolf. Happy birthday, Catherine. Okay, we have a couple more over here. This one is for Janet Marie Alonso. Janet Marie Alonso. Happy birthday. We have one more right over here. I'm going to wait till they're done taking the picture here. Okay, let's just hopefully I can get back to that one here. We do have a couple of more on this side of the pool. This one is for John M. Rigo. Happy birthday, John Rigo. I hope some family members watch the stream. Would be nice to see your name called their name. Yeah, it would be nice. It definitely would be. Okay, we have another one here who was pregnant here. This one is Patricia Ann Semaroli Mazzari and her unborn child. Wow, another one here. Patricia Ann Semaroli Masari and her unborn child. And right above that we have here Lisa Marie Terry. Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday to Patricia and her unborn child. And we have right here, we have Stephen George Weinstein. Stephen George Weinstein. Happy birthday, Stephen. Okay, this is the last one. Actually, we have a couple more here on this side here. This one is for Dennis Francis Lavelle. Dennis Francis Lavelle. Happy birthday, Dennis. Is it Dennis? Yeah, Dennis Francis. Dennis Francis Lavelle. Okay, and we have this one here. This is the last one. This one is for Joseph Calandrigo. Joseph M. Calandrigo. Happy birthday, Joseph. And right over here we have John Christopher Moran. Happy birthday, John Christopher Moran. Okay, so just some of the white roses which are representing the person's birthday. Taking one day at a time. If you guys were old enough on 9/11, you would definitely remember where you were on that unfaithful morning. Okay, this is the white rose that we missed a few minutes ago. This one is for Yelena what is it? Melnichenko. Yelena Melnichenko. There you go. Yelena Melnichenko.
Hi, hello, we're closing now.
Okay, they are closing the memorial. Okay. We have made it here just in time as the memorial is closing. We can see the full moon right there in between the skyscrapers. Look how beautiful that is. Hey, let me turn off I think my flashlight might still be on. Yep, let me turn that off.
Hi, hello, we're closing now. Please exit this way.
All right, so happy birthday to all of the names that we see here with the white roses. Lena was glued to the TV, very sad. And Peewee was 27 at the time. I was 18. I was 18 on 9/11. As they get ready to close the memorial for the night. And right here we can see one of the entrances to One World Trade Center. Okay, it is almost 8 o'clock here in the East Coast of the United States. Thank you all once again. Peter was 41 years old. Happy heavenly birthday to all of those victims whose birthdays was either today or in the last few days, whenever those roses were placed. Lena was 17. You guys have been fantastic tonight. Thank you all once again. Okay, so we're just going to continue walking here in Lower Manhattan as we continue to walk north. We just saw the 9/11, the National September the 11th memorial there with some of these, some of the white roses to commemorate the birthdays of those victims. Happy heavenly birthday. And thank you, Pee-wee. Thank you, Pee-wee, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Okay, this right here, this is the Oculus, of course. This is the Oculus, the transportation hub of the World Trade Center. We could just walk here real quick. We're just gonna walk from one end here and then end up on, come back out on the other side towards Broadway. So we could definitely do that here real quick. So we're just gonna walk here from one end to the other. Oh, this door is heavy. Okay. And good night to Todd and Mary. May everyone have a good night in New Hampshire and all throughout the New England region. So here we are inside of the Oculus. This Oculus was designed by Santiago Calatrava of Spain, Spanish architect. Beautiful structure as always. And of course we have the shopping mall here as well, which is operated by the Westfield Group. Impressive structure here, which allows for natural sunlight to come in. Good night, Todd and Mary. Stay safe. Have a good night to everyone in New Hampshire. I'll see you back in my next stream. My next stream, by the way, will be on Thursday. So make sure you guys join me for my next live stream. That will be on Thursday to cover the John Lennon birthday. John Lennon's birthday over at Strawberry Fields in Central Park. Hopefully they'll be having some event there. Reminds me of Disney, well, in some ways. And right here we have the subway. This is for the one line, the one train. World Trade Center stop here of the one train, the one line. When is the next time I'll be walking the Brooklyn Bridge? That usually happens randomly. We could definitely do that tonight if you guys want me to walk the Brooklyn Bridge, since I don't really have any, any real itinerary for this stream. So maybe if you guys would like to walk towards Brooklyn, I could definitely do that. I could probably just end the stream over in Brooklyn on the Brooklyn side. We are nearby the Brooklyn Bridge, so if you guys want to take a walk along the Brooklyn Bridge, we could definitely do that tonight. So if you guys want to see the Brooklyn Bridge, just say so in the chat. The Brooklyn Bridge is always beautiful at night, by the way, so we could definitely do that tonight, since I don't really have any particular itinerary for this stream. So if you guys want me to walk the Brooklyn Bridge, we could definitely do that. Brian says yes, 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 yes. Sounds like a Daniel Bryan yes chant. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we could definitely do that. Yeah, why not? We could definitely do that. My original plan was to just continue walking north, but if you guys want to see the Brooklyn Bridge, I could definitely do that. I could just change the itinerary here. Okay, so we'll definitely walk the Brooklyn Bridge, and then I'll be ending the stream over on the Brooklyn side. You could just walk along Brooklyn Bridge Park there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's head back out. And we'll just take a walk over to Brooklyn via the Brooklyn Bridge. All right, this is the eastern end of the Oculus here. Look how beautiful it is. We still have some evening rush hour commuters heading home. Okay, so we're gonna walk over to the bridge here. Okay, so we have made our way over. This is Church Street here. Yeah, the vertical. The problem with that, Peter, is that I have my my microphone's receiver, so I'm not sure if that would actually fit on the gimbal as I rotate it. And then have to connect the cord also to the power bank, so that might not work too well if I have it in vertical mode. So I definitely would have to check that out first, because I do have to rotate the phone on the gimbal as well, with the transmitter, or the receiver rather, connected to the USB port. But that is something that YouTube is definitely pushing. It would be difficult, to have the battery plugged into the phone, with the USB port being on the bottom side. I just got to figure this out before I actually try it. So I'll definitely gonna see if that's feasible. Todd was 45 years old on 9/11. All right, so here we are. We have arrived in, this is Broadway here. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna walk down towards Wall Street here. We're gonna walk down towards Wall Street, and from there we'll make our way over to the bridge, Brooklyn Bridge, walk our way over the Brooklyn Bridge to the Brooklyn side, and then just end the stream there. Okay, so let's make our way over to Wall Street here in the financial district. Beautiful evening, beautiful night here in Lower Manhattan, right outside of the World Trade Center complex. We have One Liberty Plaza right there, that big building right there, that is One Liberty Plaza. And by the way, we have Game 3 of the American League Division Series in baseball, Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. That Game 3 will be taking place up in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The Yankees are down 2-0 to the Blue Jays. It's a win, it's a do or die game for the Yankees tomorrow. So let's go Yankees. Those first 2 games were pretty rough for those Yankees, so hopefully they can bounce back and recover. from those two pretty bad losses up in Toronto at the Rogers Center. Definitely takes a couple of big strong men to hold those vending carts. Okay, once again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe. We are live here in Lower Manhattan. We are walking along Broadway on this beautiful Monday night in the city. As we make our way over to the financial district of Wall Street. And then on our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. You guys want to see the Brooklyn Bridge? We'll definitely see that tonight. That'll be a nice way to just close out the stream for the night. And we have Trinity Church right across the street. That is Trinity Church. Okay, and here we are at Wall Street. So we're just going to turn here on the left and then walk towards the stock exchange, which is right ahead of us, the New York Stock Exchange. New York Stock Exchange is the world's largest stock exchange by volume. And we'll definitely be back here for the New York Stock Exchange, tree lighting. That'll be taking place, I believe, in either late November or early in December. Usually it takes place in early December. Whenever it takes place, we'll definitely be here for that event. The New York Stock Exchange Christmas tree lighting, which, by the way, happens to be my favorite Christmas tree here in New York City. They have a very beautiful Christmas tree here. So we'll definitely be back here for the tree lighting. And right over here we have Federal Hall. And George Washington, the statue of George Washington is just there. Not sure if you guys can see it behind the shed there. That is George Washington there. And right over here we have the Stock Exchange building. Look how beautiful it is here tonight. Let's grab a picture of the Stock Exchange building here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let me just grab one more picture here. I want to make sure I have a decent picture here. Okay. Very nice. It says it's crazy how time went And we are talking about Christmas already. Yeah, I mean, it's already October, and we're talking about the Christmas holiday season now. You guys definitely saw that during the live stream here. We do have Christmas preparations already taking place with the Winter Village in Bryant Park, with the Rockefeller Center, the skating rink there. It's all happening right before your eyes. And right over here we have the Fearless Girl statue, as she overlooks towards the Stock Exchange building. That's a nice picture, by the way. The Fearless Girl, she is anti-capitalist. The Fearless Girl, by the way, she is 4 feet in height. Bronze statue by, let's see, the artist is Kristen Risball. Kristen Risball is the sculptor, the artist of the Fearless Girl statue. She is anti-capitalist. She does not like capitalism. Very nice picture. Pee-wee is ready for the holidays. Peter says, I hope the market performs well again tomorrow. And let's see what she looks like from the front side. The Fearless Girl. She is beautiful. She is short but mighty and strong. Look how beautiful that is. Fearless Girl statue. Let me see if I can take a portrait of her real quick here. Okay, let me see if I can just grab a little picture here of the Fearless Girl. It's kind of hard. I'm trying to get a wide shot here. It's kind of hard to do it in portrait mode. Okay. We'll definitely come back for the Fearless Girl. All right, as we say goodnight to the Fearless Girl. Did they inspired from a real girl or just random features? That's a question that perhaps Peter can answer with his knowledge and research. But the Fearless Girl statue, she is the total opposite of the more famous the Charging Bull statue, which stands for capitalism and wealth and power. Okay, so here we are walking along the financial district of New York City here. Beautiful night here. Look how beautiful it is here. Right outside of the New York Stock Exchange building. Oh, this is another picture worth taking. Let me just grab another picture here real quick. Nice equality. We have them both representing here in the financial district. Okay, so the time now is 8:17 p.m. Eastern Time. The temperature currently is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. We have the winds blowing from the south at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is at 96%. The skies are clear. Look how beautifully clear the skies are tonight. Downtown New York City and the financial district. Beautiful night here. Beautiful night in downtown New York City. Downtown Manhattan. And thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we walk through the downtown district here of Manhattan. Beautiful night here. All right, so we're just gonna walk towards the Brooklyn Bridge here. It's gonna take us a little bit to get there. So in the meantime, you know, we can just chat, whatever, anything that's on your minds, just talk about it in the chat. It is definitely peaceful tonight. It is peaceful, it is quiet. There's a breeze as well, beautiful breeze. And if you guys are new to the channel, once again, make sure to like the stream and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we are. This looks like we are in the middle of Amsterdam or Brussels over here. Or maybe Bucharest. We are in the middle of Bucharest, Romania here. Very clear image on the stream tonight. Thank you, Peter. It definitely looks pretty good on my end. Okay, look what we have here. We have looks like we have Oyster Fest here. What does this say here? New York City Ulysses Folk House Oyster Fest 2025. Interesting. Let's check this out here. Ulysses Oyster House. They're having an Oyster Fest here. Look at all of the folks enjoying the night out here. In front of you, Ulysses. Hello to everybody enjoying the night here. Look how beautiful this is here. Very nice. I should take a picture here. Let me grab a picture here. Let's just take a picture of the folks here. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, we're having an Oyster Fest here in front of Ulysses. Okay, may they have a good night here. Oh, we got the barricade here that's been knocked over, presumably by the wind here. That is from the Downtown Alliance. I hear the blue oyster cult. Yeah, you might definitely hear that.
I get home, we'll have to play to see who is the best.
Oh, we got a rat right here. Oh, it's to stop there. Welcome to the city of rats. This is where the rats come out. Even in the financial district, these are the rich rats, the wealthy rats. Beautiful. Let me I could probably grab a picture of this rather empty looking street here just for the heck of it. Why not? That's not a bad photo. Not a bad photo, by the way. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll be uploading these photographs, these pictures later tonight. And right here we have the charging bull. We have a painting here of the charging bull over on Broadway. Brian says this is the most beautiful city in the world. New York City, by the way, I just mentioned that earlier. New York City was just voted the most beautiful city in the world at night. The most beautiful city at night in the world. And there is no question as to why. You guys can definitely see that. You guys have seen that certainly throughout the stream here tonight. Very beautiful. And that, by the way, was given. That title, by the way, was given by Travel Bag. Certainly, there are plenty of other cities that, you know, that can claim that title. I can definitely name a few. Definitely Paris, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Chicago, Las Vegas. Lots of cities that can definitely claim that title, but they gave it to New York City. Definitely Tokyo as well. Tokyo, Japan. Sydney, Australia, I can definitely see them. Bucharest, Romania, I'm sure. There's a lot of cities that can be that can claim that title. But the title was given to New York. So hey, here we are. Pee-wee says, I am from my mother. I think we all are from our moms. We wouldn't be here certainly without our mommies, and of course without our daddies as well. It is a 50-50 effort. Yeah, definitely bless her. Bless all of our moms for making us, and our dads as well. It definitely takes two. And hello to Bill Vic, who just subbed. Thank you, Bill, for your new sub. And welcome to the channel here. Welcome to the Red Storm Pro family. You are live here in New York City in downtown Manhattan. Look how beautiful it is here. Look at all of the lights. Absolutely beautiful. We have this Verizon truck here going by. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. Tuesday. Well, if you're watching us in Europe, it certainly is Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday morning to Lena. And hello to Monday. The rest of you, most of you are still in the Monday. Are still in Monday, October the 6th. Okay, so we're gonna walk over here along John Street since we do have to get on the entrance ramp to the Brooklyn Bridge. We're a bit too east, so we're just gonna have to walk a bit further west. We can see One World Trade Center just ahead of us there, which we saw earlier. And hello to Christian. How's it going, Christian? We are in Lower Manhattan. Are we there yet? Well, if you're talking about the Brooklyn Bridge, we are heading there now. It will probably take us about another, maybe another 15 minutes to get there. It is a beautiful Monday night here in Lower Manhattan. There are plenty of these smaller, narrow alleyways here throughout the financial district. We've definitely seen a few already.
Like it wasn't many.
Here is one such alleyway right here. Look at that. Oh, I hope Lena is definitely not on a run. Lena's too innocent to be on the run. For whatever reason.
They're not allowed to list all.
Hello. Lena is on the run in the future. Oh, what year are we in, Lena? Lena might be too far ahead in the future for the rest of us to catch her. Lena is very technologically advanced. She is far ahead of us in that regard. Lena, it's just a day in the future. Okay, well, not too much. Well, certainly from here in New York, you are 8 hours ahead of us here on the Eastern time zone. Look at this narrow alleyway right here. We have the sidewalk shed covering about half of this street here. It is close to 4 a.m. in Romania. And thank you, Lena, once again for sacrificing, giving up your sleep in order to join us here on the live stream. This is a good alley for stickball. It definitely is. Minus the sidewalk shed down there, but it definitely is. Beautiful view of One World Trade Center once again. As we make our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge, on our way over to Brooklyn, and then I'll be ending the stream there in Brooklyn. Folks are enjoying the pizza out tonight. Nothing like New York pizza on a Monday night. All right, so happy Monday night here from New York City. Happy Monday afternoon, Monday evening, or Tuesday morning, depending on where you're watching from on your time zone. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight on this live stream. Thank you all for taking your time off to join me here tonight. Thank you all once again for your support. It has been a beautiful night. And look how beautiful it is here tonight. This is why we were given the title of the most beautiful city at night in the world. And this is the Fulton Transit Hub right here, the Fulton Center. Pizza, pizza, pizza. And Lena says, I hope I can try someday New York pizza, but I doubt it if I ever get the chance. Never say never, Lena. Never say never. Just when you thought you could not do something, that is when you get the chance to actually do it or experience it. The more we doubt things, the more they seem to actually happen. And right across the street, that is St. Paul's Chapel with the One World Trade Center tower right up there. And we can get across this little tie up here. All right, so that is St. Paul's Chapel right across the street. With the One World Trade Center right behind it. Look how beautiful and mighty they stand. All right, so here we are. This is Park Row. We're making our way over into Park Row. We have the Woolworth building right up there. That is the Woolworth building up there. We have the old mixed in with the modern, with the new. Oh, this certainly that's a beautiful shot there. I would love to take a picture of these buildings here. These are now famous buildings here in New York. Okay, let's see here. Right. Okay, so the time now here is 8:40 p.m. Eastern time. And we have, that is the municipal building there, right towards the Civic Center area. And across the street we have City Hall and City Hall Park. Okay, so we are heading towards the Brooklyn Bridge. We are just about here. We are going to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge over to Brooklyn, and then I'll be ending the stream there, probably around somewhere around Brooklyn Bridge Park. We'll be ending the stream there. Oh, look, we got some artifacts here. Look, not sure what that's about. We have an old canoe here. Look at that. What does this say here? This is all part of Pace University, by the way. This is the Mary Mattingly that's a tongue twister. Equilibrium. Okay, very nice. The Mary Mattingly Equilibrium over here inside of Pace University. All right, you guys can see that is City Hall right there across the street. That is City Hall. This is the vehicular entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge right here. Okay, beautiful night here once again. With the full moon. The full moon right above the Verizon building there. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, we have a hoverboard here. I haven't seen that in a minute. Okay, and that is our destination right above, right ahead of us, the Brooklyn Bridge. And before we get to the Brooklyn Bridge, let me just take a sip of water here since I have been walking here for 2 hours now. Let me just put this down for a second so I can grab a sip of water before we continue on to the Brooklyn Bridge. And we'll be ending the stream over in Brooklyn. Okay, so thank you all once again for joining me tonight. You guys have been great, as you always are. And thank you for joining me on this little journey to the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, so this is the pedestrian entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge as we make our way over to Brooklyn and say hello and I'd rather say good night to Manhattan. So good night, Manhattan, on our way to Brooklyn. Although I do have to head back to Manhattan. Once I end the stream, I'll be heading back here to Manhattan to head home. All right, so here we are approaching the Brooklyn Bridge. And thank you, Jenny. You are so positive. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everybody. And good night to Pee-wee. Oh, too bad, Pee-wee. You're missing the best part of the stream. Hopefully you can stick around for maybe another 10 or 15 minutes while we walk the Brooklyn Bridge. It is definitely a bit windy right now. It'll definitely be windy once we get over to, once we're above the East River there. You guys may not hear it through the microphone muff, the wind muff, but it is definitely a bit windy out. And right there we can see the Beekman Tower or 8 Spruce Street. Oh, that kid is running a marathon or a sprint there. So are the ladies here. They're running a marathon here. Oh, we got more folks running here. Wow. By the way, we have the bicycle path over here as well. This is the bicycle path. Hey, hello to my mom in the chat. Hello. Welcome to the Brooklyn Bridge. are walking to Brooklyn.
I want you to meet them, but
As we look back towards Manhattan, look how beautiful it is here. And look how beautiful it is with the full moon out tonight as well. You couldn't ask for better. It is beautiful. The Brooklyn Bridge opened back on May the 24th of 1883, 142 years ago. The Brooklyn Bridge was the longest suspension bridge at the time of its opening back in 1883. The bridge here, this bridge here is 6,016 feet in length. The longest span between the two towers is 1,595 feet. It is a beautiful night, dream come true. It is beautiful. He drove over my front wheel. Oh, sorry to hear that. Christian. What a beautiful view from the Brooklyn Bridge. No turn on right in New York City. Everywhere else it is legal. Sometimes y'all don't think really my fault for hurrying. New York is a fast-paced city, so some of these traffic rules, you know, might be different from other places. Okay, very nice as we look back towards the lower Manhattan skyline. Absolutely beautiful. Another reason why New York was named the most beautiful city at night. Look at the vistas that you guys get here. All right, we got the vendors here selling magnets and other merchandise. Keychains. Oh, we got this song playing. Let me get that. Beautiful. And we have the Manhattan Bridge. That is the Manhattan Bridge, right adjacent to the Brooklyn Bridge. We definitely have to walk over the Manhattan Bridge during one of these live streams. Definitely have to walk the Manhattan Bridge. You can definitely replace a bike, but not a life. You can pretty much replace everything but a life. You can never replace a life, at least not the same one. A very warm welcome to everyone on the Brooklyn Bridge. It definitely is very welcoming here on the Brooklyn Bridge, especially at night. This is one of the most photographed locations in the world. Beautiful view of the Brooklyn Bridge. As we're coming up here on the first tower, this is the Western Tower. On the Manhattan side, we're still here in Manhattan on the Manhattan side of the Brooklyn Bridge. Look how gorgeous it is here tonight. With the full moon, by the way. Let's not forget the full moon, providing that backdrop. Beautiful. Everything just feels beautiful tonight. I definitely gotta get a picture in here. Let me get a picture of the tower here. This is the Western Tower of the bridge. Okay. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, each one of these towers is 200 and where is it? Each one of these towers is 272 feet in height. We got more vendors over here. Beautiful scenery tonight. The new lighting of the bridge with the new LEDs is very nice. Yeah, it definitely is. Very welcome addition to the bridge. It's the addition of the LED lighting here. And we can see the LED lighting right over here. Beautiful. As we look at Brooklyn bound traffic, that is eastbound traffic heading towards Brooklyn. And good night to Christian. May you have a good night. Thank you for joining the live stream tonight. May you have a good night. We can see the South Street Seaport there. That is the South Street Seaport. Looking at the traffic heading towards Brooklyn. Lots of steel cables all over the place. Look at all of these steel cables. This is what holds the cable, the bridge up. Are these endless steel cables. By the way, when the bridge first opened in 1883, there were some folks that were afraid of the bridge's strength and the integrity of the bridge, where they had to bring in elephants from the Barnum and Bailey Circus, you know, to walk across the bridge to test out the strength of the bridge. Once that was done, you know, everyone believed that the bridge was strong enough to support everyone walking on it and the traffic as well. So big thanks to those elephants that were brave enough to walk across the bridge in order to convince the folks to, you know, to tell them that the bridge is strong enough. If it was strong enough for those elephants, that was definitely strong enough for anything else. That tower right there, that is 1 Manhattan Square. Those towers right there, that is Manhattan, what is it? 1 Manhattan Square. How many miles of cable? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. There's just too many to count here. Who knows how long those cables, the length of those cables would be, you know, if you lay them down end to end. It is now 9 p.m. Eastern time. Apologies for the buffering there. We did lose the connection there for a few seconds. Okay, so let me know how the stream is. On your end. The connection did drop here for a few seconds. I don't have a strong connection here right now, so apologies for any buffering. We usually don't run into buffering here on the Brooklyn Bridge, but we did right now. Okay, it is okay now. Okay. Okay, so I was pointing the camera back at Manhattan, so let me do that again. Look how beautiful that view is of the bridge and Lower Manhattan. Absolutely spectacular. It is hard, impossible not to appreciate a view like this. All right, for some reason we don't have a strong connection here, but as long as the stream is okay on your guys' end, then I guess that's fine. Not sure why that's the case. Usually the signal here is pretty good. Hopefully it'll get better once we get to the Brooklyn side, which will be there in about a few minutes. As we are coming up on the Brooklyn side of the Brooklyn Bridge. One gorgeous place. How tall is the Leaning Tower? Are you talking about the tower here in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Bridge Tower? That is 200 and what was it? 272 feet. Each one of these towers is 272 feet. If you're talking about the Leaning Tower, that would be the tower over in Manhattan. That's leaning a bit there, the unfinished tower there. Oh, the full moon is causing connection problems. That would definitely make sense, Peter. I would not be surprised. We don't have any solar storms as far as I'm aware as well. That can definitely interrupt communications and signals and satellites. Look how beautiful it is tonight. As we're coming up on the Brooklyn side of the bridge here. This is the Eastern Tower. Let's look back towards Manhattan. Look how beautiful it is here. This is spectacular. And Pee-wee. Okay, now you can, yeah, you can definitely say goodnight now. We've seen just about the entire bridge. So thank you, Pee-wee, for joining me. And good night to everyone in Illinois. Okay, the signal appears to be back to a more reliable state. What a view. Hope you guys are enjoying these views, by the way, of the most beautiful city at night. You did an amazing job, my friend. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. I always try to do my best when live streaming, you know, just in general, whatever it is. And you guys can see right in between the space here of the boards, you guys can see right below street level, that is Brooklyn Bridge Park below us. You guys can actually see it right between these planks here. So you could definitely, if you're looking between the planks here, you could definitely look straight down, whether it's through the down towards the water or in this case land. You can definitely see straight down. You can see it right there. That is looking straight down. Has the pathway always been made of wooden planks? I believe so. I definitely believe so. Okay, and we are now in Brooklyn. Beautiful Brooklyn. We can see downtown Brooklyn over here on the right, and here on the left side we can see that is Dumbo down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. Okay, so we're gonna head over to Dumbo. We're gonna head here towards Dumbo on the left side, and then from there we'll just make a quick walk through Brooklyn Bridge Park and end the stream there, as we have done in previous streams. We have ended the streams in Brooklyn Bridge Park overlooking the Manhattan skyline. And we have the full moon out as well. Beautiful night all throughout. It's been beautiful tonight. And make sure you guys are, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are live in Brooklyn. Welcome to Brooklyn. And hello to Angie. Nice to see you, Angie. And hello to everyone in the Midwest. My team, Kansas City, is playing football, so see you all next time. Oh, she's watching Monday Night Football. I cannot blame you if we're watching Monday Night Football. So enjoy the game, Angie, and thank you for stopping by, even if it's just for a minute. Thank you so much, and enjoy the game. Let's go Chiefs. I certainly cannot say let's go Giants or let's go Jets because both teams are pretty terrible right now. And the Jets, they're still winless, so you know, can't really say much about the Jets. Okay, so let's quickly stop by. We can see the Welcome to Brooklyn welcome sign right here. And right here we have some of the nearby neighborhoods. We have Dumbo, we have Cadman Plaza, we have Brooklyn Heights. Down this way we have downtown Brooklyn. Over here to the right side. We are heading towards Dumbo. That is where we're heading. We have Vinegar Hill, that's another nearby neighborhood. And we have the Brooklyn Heights Promenade, which is down towards downtown there. Okay, we got Fulton Landing as well. And we have Borough Hall, which is right in front of downtown as well. But we are heading to Dumbo. We're gonna stop by Dumbo real quick. On our way over to Brooklyn Bridge Park, I will end the stream in Brooklyn Bridge Park. As we make our way over, this is Washington Street over here. Cadman Plaza, and then Washington Street is the street over here. Okay, so here we are. This is in and around Dumbo. Welcome to Brooklyn, the home of the Brooklyn Nets, the Cyclone, Coney Island, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, Lil Kim, Notorious B.I.G., Jimmy Kimmel. He's from Brooklyn as well. He just had his the Jimmy Kimmel Live, they just had their show here in Brooklyn last week over at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. So hello to Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, here we are in Washington Street, in Dumbo, right here at the famous spot, right in front of the Manhattan Bridge. This is another one of the most photographed locations. That is the Manhattan Bridge there. Looks like we have a subway train running on it. And we have the cobblestone streets here as well. Okay, and we can see the Empire State Building, which Peter mentioned earlier. It is lit red for Hispanic Heritage Month. Look how beautiful it is, perfectly aligned with the eastern tower here of the Manhattan Bridge. Beautiful as always. Look how beautiful this always is. This never gets boring. Looking down this spot along Washington Street. Beautiful. Definitely worthy of a photograph. We have the Dumbo sign over here as well. Look how gorgeous this is. Let's see, every time folks talk about Dumbo, I keep thinking about the Disney movie, yeah, with the elephants. And speaking of Dumbo, they do have the Dumbo drop here, which involves elephants. They do have the annual, the Dumbo drop, which takes place right along here, actually right along here in Washington Street. So they do have the Dumbo drop here as well. Which is basically, they just drop some stuffed elephants, you know, with parachutes attached to them. It is all for charity, all for benefits. It is beautiful, it is magnificent. Look how gorgeous this always is. And we have the Empire State Building again lit up in red to honor Hispanic Heritage Month. Look how beautiful that is. Perfectly aligned with the Manhattan Bridge here. The Dumbo drop that takes place in the springtime. I did miss it. I did miss it this year, so I'm hoping to make it for the next year. For next year's Dumbo drop. Beautiful Manhattan Bridge. Let's make our way over here towards Brooklyn Bridge Park. Once we get to 3 hours into the stream, I'll definitely end the stream. So once we get to 3 hours, I'll end the stream here inside of Brooklyn Bridge Park. Brooklyn Bridge Park, by the way, is celebrating its, let's see, 15th anniversary, I believe. Look how beautiful. We got the little beach here as well. Let me turn on the flashlight so you guys can see it a bit better here. Alright, we got the little beach here along the Brooklyn Bridge Park. Look how beautiful. We got the waves here as well. Look how beautiful this is, with the most beautiful city at night. It doesn't get any better than this. Gotta admire the view. Always have to admire the view with the beach here. Oh, my phone is in the way. I'm just grabbing a picture here real quick. Wow, very nice. All right, we have the Manhattan Bridge over here, and we have the Brooklyn Bridge over here to the left here. And we have the waves as well. Look how beautiful the waves are. It is beautiful. We have the subway over there above the Manhattan Bridge running from Brooklyn into Manhattan. Oh, it looks like the lights are being turned on here at the Manhattan Bridge. Looks like it's going on and off. You guys see that right there? The lights of the Brooklyn the Manhattan Bridge are going on and off. You said this park is only 15 years old. It opened back in 2009. Between 2009 and 2010, the first phase of the Brooklyn Bridge Park. It is absolutely beautiful. This was all industrial, by the way. All of this stretch here, this used to be all industrial piers. They have since been converted into parkland, which is pretty nice. One of the most impressive looking parks anywhere in the city. And subscribe and like if you haven't already done so. Thank you, Peter, for the reminder. Let me just put that up one more time. Okay, we can turn off the flashlight now. We can hear the crickets. And right here we have the St. Anne's warehouse. Absolutely spectacular. This is certainly a romantic spot for photos. All right, I'm just gonna take one more picture here. Somebody got in my view here. Let me just take that, delete that real quick. This last picture here. Okay. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you want to take a look at these photos, which will be uploaded later tonight. So if you guys haven't already follow me on TikTok, make sure you guys do that. I'll be posting the photos there. I'll be posting some of it here as well on the YouTube community section, but they only have a limit of 5 photos, so I can only upload 5 photos here. If you guys want to take a look at the rest of it, just make sure to follow me on Instagram. Okay, and we have Jane's carousel coming into view here. That carousel dates back to the 1920s. This carousel dates back to 1922. It is certainly a beautiful night here all throughout the city. We definitely have to come here in the daytime and get on one of these horses here. Beautiful Jane's Carousel. Beautiful. Classic. Very classical antique. Okay, we ran into some more buffering here, so I just had to reset the network here real quick on my Samsung device here. Okay, it appears to be okay now. Hopefully it'll stay that way for the next few minutes while we wrap up the stream here tonight from Brooklyn. And thank you all once again. Thank you everybody for joining me on this live stream tonight. You guys have all been great. Thank you for taking the time off to join me here, as you always do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for keeping it positive. It's always fun streaming for you guys. And hello to Mumu. Nice to see you, Mumu. This is, we are indeed in Brooklyn Bridge Park. We just came here from the Brooklyn Bridge. We took the Brooklyn Bridge, walked over the Brooklyn Bridge over from Manhattan. We are now in Brooklyn Bridge Park. And thank you, Peter. We have 10 new subs tonight. So thank you. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the new subs. We have 10 new subs here tonight. That is always a welcoming news. It is a slow grind, but we are definitely getting there. One sub at a time. We are definitely getting there. As we look at the Brooklyn Bridge, oh, we have to turn back this way. This side is closed. We have to turn back over here. Yeah, I think that the full moon might be having an effect on the transmission, our mobile networks tonight, because usually we don't have this problem, you know, when we're here. We've already had several of these buffering dead zones here, dead spots. Okay, very nice. We have the St. Anne's warehouse. Let's see, this is the Weather Girl. It's a play here. Okay, interesting. Brian Watkins, directed by Tyne Raffaelli, starring Julia McDermott. Very nice. Playing right here at the St. Anne's warehouse. It's always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for the live stream on this lovely Monday night. Having a safe journey home. Take care and stay safe. Thank you, Brian, for the new sub. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody. You guys have been great. Once more, shout out to all of you. You guys deserve the shout out. You guys are always great, always supportive, always positive. You are the reason why I continue these live streams. You are my motivation. Once again, my next live stream will be on Thursday. I'll be taking the next 2 days off from live streaming. I'll be back on Thursday to remember John Lennon's birthday. That'll be taking place from Strawberry Fields in Central Park. So hopefully they'll be having some event there. You know, the fans, the singers, performers, they'll be having some sort of event to honor his birthday. John Lennon would have turned 85 years old on Thursday, this coming Thursday. And if for some reason there is nothing taking place in Strawberry Fields, you know, we'll just do a regular stream, you know, just walk around. But I'll definitely be back on Thursday. I have been using Hype to try and spread the word of your channel. If you watch on a phone, hit the Hype button after the stream ends. I definitely have to check that out. And thank you, Peter, for all of your support. You have been great here. You are one of this channel's most important viewers. Your knowledge is invaluable here.
What's happening over here?
And thank you to Lena as well for becoming the moderator here. Thank you, everybody. You guys are all great. This is still a small channel compared to some of the other streamers, but you guys are always great. You guys definitely make it feel bigger than it sometimes feels. As we make our way over here to Old Fulton Street. Okay, so I'll just walk another minute or two and then I'll be ending the stream. So this is Old Fulton Street here. We got some shops lining the street here. We have the flag here. This is the flag of Thailand. We have a Thai restaurant here. And we have some American flags here. Good old American flag. Flag of the USA. Brooklyn gifts. And good night to my mom. You have a good night. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for always being there. As we are about to wrap up this stream tonight. Okay, so we are live once more from Brooklyn. We are in between. This is between Dumbo and downtown Brooklyn. So we're just gonna end the stream here, as we say good night to New York City and to the rest of the world as well. So thank you all once again. Thank you all once again. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all for your support. It all means a lot to me. You guys are always fantastic, always keeping it real, always on the positive side. You guys are always wonderful. Love you all. I will see you back on my next live stream, which will be on Thursday. So make sure you guys join me on Thursday evening for John Lennon's birthday. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We already gained 10 new subs during this live stream. So thank you all to the new subs. Thank you for everybody for always joining me. Once more, let's take a look at the full moon as it shines high and bright, high above us here on Earth. The moon is about 250,000 miles away, 250,000 miles away from us. There's a whole different world out there. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to my mom. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brian. You guys are all wonderful. Thank you all so much. Mumu, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you all once again. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure to like and subscribe. Maybe let me put that up one more time. Okay, so from Brooklyn, the home of Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you all once again. I'll see you back on Thursday for John Lennon's birthdays. May everybody have a good night. God bless you all. See you back on Thursday. Good night from